And we're back. I literally ended that last live at 14:14. So it is Mercury hour. So we're gonna let Mercury do what it do. Do you, honey? And that was at 4:30. Dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me. That could be significant. Here we are. Okay. Back in the place to be. I know that's right, Fatima. I love me some Fatima. Okay. So, number 154, back to the value of the revelation. Welcome back, y'all. It speaks of strong, mighty, armed, fortified, and reaping what you've sown. You're going to see the beginning of what you have been sowing, the seeds you've been sowing, and what you're going to reap from that. So, the beginning stages is going to be more so obviously from the root. Full moon in Cancer speaks of a completion of something you started. New moon in Cancer, so you're 6 months into it now. 9 months full term, right? You're at the 6 month mark right now. Okay, so that could be highly significant as well. Now I titled this the number 37 because what happened, that 37 showed up. Oh, I pulled cards from here, and the solar plexus card came out and the chariot card came out, which is closely related to this full moon that we're about to step into. All right. So 37, what is 37? It's the wife of love, the wife of David. David is symbolic of love. Her name is Abital. The name is Abital in connection to the number 37, which is equivalent to my father is the dew. Now, dew could signify a gift from a superior. It could speak of God's favor and love. But in terms of ancient Kemet, we're speaking of Tefnut. So now this is what I mean about your abilities, because Tefnut represents the eyes of Ra, the sun and the moon. Remember in that other reading that we did, in that card of the Three of Cups, rejoice and celebration, I was like, why did it look like two R's, like the eyes of Ra? So whenever you see dew in your environment or the number 37, that's what this message is also connected to. It's a reminder of your baptism into Christ's death and resurrection, renewal of the earth, and the washing of regeneration. And remember that the crow's message was the earth is the center of the universe. So you are a direct reflection of this planet. And your solar plexus is a direct reflection of what the planet is to the universe. So this is why some of you could be noticing certain things with your stomach. Just saying. Okay. So let's see what the message is for the collective. It's about to be lit. It's about to be lit. It is lit already. It ain't about to be nothing. It already is. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors, warriors, protectors that guide and protect me huh, as well as the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see, always, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And we about to start 444. 444. Let's go with this deck first. What message do you have for the collective as we are approaching full moon in Cancer. Paternal house sway. 414 is highly significant. And then we have Cancer, Capricorn. So paternal is a gift you're receiving for stepping onto the path of unknown to reclaim your power, and therefore your gifts are being enhanced and reactivated. 414 also connects to an oak tree. So you're realizing where it is that you can plant certain seeds so you can actually enjoy the fruits of your labor, because an oak tree is pretty big. You know what I mean? So you, with this full moon in Cancer, you are having this enhancement and reactivation of your gifts, solar plexus energy. So this could be the removal of certain things, a way of you eating, a way of you communicating. And now you're making more room for yourself to be able to analyze what you feel and use that accordingly. Okay, you could be a Cancer or a Capricorn, that could be significant to you. Let's see here. Now let's see. Wow, the Most High right here. I'm getting that again, where I have written in this deck, your prayers have been heard and answered. Just pay attention to what's happening in your life. Oh yeah, that stomach is something else. And you didn't even eat. Yep, don't even feel like eating. Yep. Toxic energy sent your way has backfired or will be. And then you have the royal star Antares, which is connected to Archangel Uriel. It is in the constellation of Scorpio, and it also connects to sixth sense activation, as well as the emotional body. It is the heart of Scorpio, or the scorpion. And it also speaks of the interdimensional bridge and reactivation of soul memory. So it could be also for some of you who have been here so many times, but now you're remembering your soul's purpose, and that's very deep. You have to go to quite the depth within your own emotional body to realize what this memory is. And also Antares connects to being highly empathic, intuitive, and intellectual enough to change that intellect or intelligence into wisdom. Yep, like it says here, this has been your journey on the planet Earth. Some of you call it Kai. You realize that you came here to evolve. So this could also be connecting to your ability to detach, which now allows you to connect to a lot more treasures that are within the auric field of this planet. I don't want to use these right now. I'm just shuffling them. Let's see. Angels and ancestors, what message do you have here? Let's see. Let me pull these through. Okay. What message do you have for the collective as we approach the full moon in Cancer? Be open to healing information. Give me a second, because I want to see who has the full moon going through their sixth house. I think it's Leo. No, Leo, you have it going through your 12th house, which can be quite an emotional ride. Aquarius, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your sixth house. So here's how it's going. Aries, you have, this is by your rising sign. You're going to have, and by whole houses, you're going to have the full moon Aries, the full moon in Cancer, Aries rising. It's going to be in your 4th house, Taurus, 3rd, Gemini, 2nd, Cancer, 1st house, Leo, 12th house, Virgo, 11th house, Libra, 10th house, Scorpio, 9th house, Sagittarius, 8th house, Capricorn, 7th house, Aquarius, 6th house, Pisces, 5th house. So this is based off of your rising sign, where the full moon in Cancer will be. Okay. So you could write that down and do your little research, do your thing. We may go over it because I want to be able to just get the collective message, but that's where it'll be as far as your houses are concerned. So part of you being open to this healing information collected with the medicine guardian and the serpent, right? That's also connected to Raphael in this deck. You have here again, be the light, which is also speaking of Athena's energy with this owl. So this is, when we're speaking of Athena, we're speaking of your ability to connect the dots, to see the patterns, and then seeing the patterns, you're able to come up with a solution, right? Let's see what else you got. The High Priest. Oh, dang. Okay. This don't stop. He 11. Ooh. It's showing me for a reason. You know that sweater that homeboy uses in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I forgot his name. Can't believe I forgot his name. But anyway, is a particular sweater that he wears, and this is how you know he about to get thrown out the crib. Something about a particular garment that you wear, it puts you in a position to either see something from a higher perspective, or whenever you wear this particular garment, you are able to see things from a higher perspective. This is what I mean about patterns. Okay. So it says, be open to healing information because it's going to help you with your intentions on what it is that you want to create. So something you've healed from is also connected to your intention in regards to what you want to create, where you'll also be enjoying the growth and reaping what you've sown, the rewards. Let's see what else. Shapeshifter. Well, it's time to transform and unveil your gifts. I was literally going to label this Gods and Goddesses report because that's how I was feeling. It was like those who know what they're here for and those who are on the journey to getting to know themselves at a much deeper level. Like, this is your grand awakening, your grand revelation, stepping into this full moon in Cancer, because Cancer has a lot to do with the 4th house, which speaks of the home, the roots, the mother energy, you know what I'm saying? So the womb space, which also connects to creativity, but also the heart, because Ma'at sits in your heart space. You know what I mean? And at the bottom of the deck here, you have take charge with authority, the Lord, which is having the authority of spirit, which is having the authority of the breath of life. So much so that you have the authority to connect with source as the eyes of the sun. You know what I mean? I feel the shift intensity. I'm about to say why I feel like the time stopped, but it was just 4:44 not too long ago. Look at that. The moon comes out. Take note of intuitive messages, especially the ones that you're picking up through this video at this time. Even if you're watching this at a much later date, still connected to a point of completion when it comes to the root of a matter, coming to a point of a solution. Greetings, love. Let's see what else you got here. I was about to say trust your instincts, trust and thrive. You've been in survival mode for so long. Now it's time to trust. The way you was trusting when you were surviving, now it's time to put that same trust in areas where you're going to thrive. For some of you, you may even have 16 degrees in an air sign when it comes to your natal chart. And this is where this full moon is going to be highly significant. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you could even be fit, like I was mentioning before about, the slight stomach issues, could be wanting to, eat more greens, juicing, more soups and things like that. Then it says, embrace the energy of peace, broken arrow. Okay. Let's see. You have the Earth Guardian at the bottom of the deck when this comes out. And I instantly felt that too, where there are legit angels, guardian angels, archangels surrounding you and moving things around. Some of you may even be experiencing more paranormal activity than usual, or you may find that you're just losing shit, but you're not losing it. It's just, it's got a taste for champagne. Some of y'all guardian angels having a ball out here with this champagne. Let me see. That color, of a color could also be significant. That's 155. You got to be shitting me. Okay, that's Athena. It literally says open. The first word on that list of gematria for champagne is open. The second one is Athena. Has been missing for a while and just turned up today. Your dragon wisdom, that's a thing. I'm telling you. Sometimes they be out here playing. That's why if you have children that are like younger than 3 years old, pay attention to what they're doing and where their eyes are going. They got the tea. Let me see. $155. Fatima's on here too. Just saying. See? 155. Athena. Open. You see that? It looks like Fatima, but it says Fatime. Fatime. Kent, Darlene, Dominic, Defense, Teo, Teo. I'm an alien. Lemonade. Well, Fatima is here, actually. Well, it says coming back. Hand in hand, and that is Fatima. Are you what is okay? Embrace the energy of peace of any of the gods and goddesses, especially if you have oracle decks, and embrace the energy of peace. That there's a particular energy that you keep pulling cards for, and it keeps coming out. Last night I was giving my son greetings, love. I was giving my son a bath, and he said, "It's a shadow, mommy." And I said, "Where?" He said, "Behind the door." Wow. Then my brother came to visit me at 222. This, whoa. You know what? I don't know if you listened to the first part of it yet, but that definitely came up as far as a crow's message, the revelation. And it says Horus is the god of Tahuti. That's in a gematria. It's connected to number 251. And in the Hebrew messages, it speaks of brother. So sometimes things happen and it can be hurtful on a physical and emotional, mental level, but there's so many other levels to it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, is this the high priestess? This sure the fuck is. They both out here. Are you shitting me? No, not really. They not. Look at this. I just heard this is what's happening. It's 2002. This is what's happening within. Something about those messages from last night, though. That very last one from last night is pulling up in here right now. Harness the mystic power and trust the unknown. 12th house. Especially if you are a Leo rising, you're going to be feeling this a lot. And being a fire rising sign, you may not be used to the level of emotion that could be rising up, but this is going to be like healing waters for you. Even if you're not Leo rising, embrace those emotions, even ones that you don't want to address them, because this is not the time to battle it off and saying no and being all tough. No, feel it out and release it. Surround yourself with protective energy thereafter. A lot of cleansing of the heart chakra in order to get you in the right direction. In the right direction also embodies where you are attracting the energies into your life. It's time for you to see, be brave and honest. Right there. 21:11 on the timer. One more. Let's go to the tarot after this. Okay. They came out in reverse, and I'm going to leave it that way. Based off of what we just said, some of you here have to be brave and honest about a situation in order to connect deeper to your inner knowing and stand your ground, because those are the two that came out in reverse. Some of you are able to read cowrie shells, or you have a deep interest of doing so. Once you are willing to be committed to it, those resources would appear to assist you. Just put that there. Let me get some oracles before we get started with our tarot. Okay. Ooh. Somebody got heart flutters in here. Sheesh. The cowrie shell. You better get to it. You better get to it. I love you, intuitive. It's a vibe. We got harmony here. First card out, babe. Harmony, the lovers, but also speaks of a decision. For some of you, that decision that you make is also connected to your divine counterpart. Abundance, Ashe. We have harmony, but suffering and silence here. So I just saw somebody. Just got the vision of someone who has been single for a while. You're feeling down and out. You may have gone through several, could have been at least 4 years of where you get around family and you're always the one without a person. But something about that, let's just put it this way. The reason why it took so long, because where you actually belong is basically like a fairy tale. It's basically like a fairy tale. You could feel, a little sad throughout the days of the year when certain holidays come around, if you have family that celebrate them. But once you get to that point and you realize, what your purpose is, your whole vibe about where you're at, it'll shift immediately. All throughout school and everything. So yeah, it's going to shift, and this is the year for it to shift. So be mindful of your words, cause and effect. Okay. You want to take things to a higher level of commitment. Look at that, 8 of Wands, but it came out in reverse. So communication hasn't come in yet. A decision has to be made. A decision has to be made for communication to come in. Or let me see. Let me see what's next. Shit. Okay. That's Nine of Swords though. 6 and 8. Suffering in silence. Oh wow. It's really the heart chakra. Wow. Okay. Aries, you have the full moon going through your fourth house of feelings, ancestors, the roots of your being, foundation, the home, strategizing. Strategizing. Because you, Aries rising, have Mercury retrograde in your 10th house. So there's something that is going on in work that also reflects what's going on in the home, or a reason why you chose a particular career has to do with what you've experienced at home. Taurus, you have the full moon in your 3rd house and Mercury retrograde in your 9th house. So with this full moon going through your 3rd house, Taurus rising, it definitely has a lot to do with networking, communication. So I'm also seeing where you may have been in the position where you've just been researching or kind of like in hermit mode or seeking knowledge, but now feel like this is something you manifested, all of you in general, full moon in Cancer, something you manifested from the new moon, which was July. So there could have been something that occurred in June that triggered this. Okay. Welcome to Mia. Gemini rising, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your 2nd house of values, while you have Mercury going through your 8th house of endings and transformation. So it's like, being that you are Gemini ruled by Mercury, Mercury is retrograde, you could be more introspective about the way you share yourself, your worth with others, noticing where you are emotionally secure and where you're not, you're closing that cycle out. Cancer rising, you have the full moon going through your 1st house. So this is basically like an entirely new, you're going to appear to people as somebody brand new because you have Mercury going through your 7th house retrograde. So it's making you, really check your one-on-one partnerships and things of that nature and the way you communicate with people. But in the 1st house, it has also a lot to do with your temperament, your body. And then speaking of your temperament, you're making sure you're not around situations or people that can't decide what they want to do, especially if you reach the point in your life where you know exactly what you want to do, Cancer rising. And you can apply this, y'all, also to your moon sign. Leo rising, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your 12th house. You, my love, listen to yesterday's message, because you would be one of those who is traveling through the unknown. And you're a fire sign, you're more about the sunlight. But the 12th house has to do with the depths of the ocean, like the darkest parts of the ocean. So it's basically you going through a rebirth, because after the 12th house will be the 1st house. Now, the full moon in Cancer could also show you where this is why you could go into a state of an emotional roller coaster, because you may be realizing who within your family are actually your hidden enemies, Leo rising, okay? Virgo, 11th house, this speaks of social relationships. You have Mercury in your 5th house retrograde. So with the full moon in Cancer, Virgo going through your 11th house, it speaks of a completion of the roots as to why you connect to certain people the way you do, why you do, when you do, where you choose to. And Virgo rising, you're also coming to terms with the phrase going where you're celebrated and not tolerated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may have noticed this, especially you, Virgo rising, you may have noticed this from the summertime because that's when the new moon in Cancer was. So you were cleaning out the foundation. And through from that moment till now is like you, Virgo rising, may realize that you are a loner at this point, which works for you because the hermit is you. Okay. And that's also another thing you're coming to the realization is like, I'm actually okay being a hermit. I'm actually more than okay being, with self. But there is a season where you gotta, enjoy life too. Libra rising, you have the full moon in Cancer going through the polar opposite of Cancer, which is your 10th house of careers and uh, uh, careers and what's the word I'm looking for? Not God. Public reputation. Why was that so hard? Okay. Libra rising, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your 10th house of career and public reputation recognition as well. So there could be, let's see here. I feel like you two, similar to Aries, because that's your polar opposite, where you're realizing what you do, or there could be a shift in career. It could be a shift in career for you at this time. Also, a raise. I feel like you're the one that's getting the gift from a superior. Libra rising. Scorpio rising, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your ninth house of higher education, philosophy, seeking the truth when it comes to the past life of the child, whether if it's your childhood or those that came before you. And being a Scorpio, the transformer, you're coming up with solutions based on the what you seek. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your eighth house of transformation, deep, intense emotions, and the vibrations of other people and the resources of other people. So there could be, because you have Mercury going through your second house, there could be a signing of contracts, is what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius rising, but just make sure you read through it thoroughly. Okay. Also, let me go back. Scorpio, you have Mercury going through your third house, right? So, with this information you've been seeking and the knowledge you've been gaining, you're learning how to network with particular people and who to no longer, be in cahoots with. Now, let's move forward. Capricorn, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your seventh house of partnerships, one on one partnerships, while Mercury is going through your first house in retrograde. So you're learning more about yourself, your temperament, and who to connect with. This could also be where you have someone from the past that comes back. You know what I mean? And seeing the change in you, but you're also recognizing the change in yourself and where they no longer fit or where you can move on with them. Aquarius rising, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your sixth house of health, work, service, while Mercury retrograde is going through your 12th. So you are also one who's doing that spiritual work. See, Aquarius and Leo at this time, especially if it falls under your rising sign or ascendant sign, same thing. You can find yourself connecting with each other because you have similar vibrations at this point, and this is someone that you can talk to. Now, Aquarius, you could be connecting with someone who is a Leo who you never really thought you would connect with because of their lifestyle. But now with the way their transits are going with the 12th house energy and this full moon in that same position, and you are more so in the space Aquarius rising where you are able to analyze things. This is where you may partner up with certain people that have that Leo energy, or Aquarius, you could notice that now you're in the position to work with children. I'm just channeling based off of what I know about the houses. Now, Pisces, the final one, you have the full moon in Cancer going through your 5th house, while Mercury retrograde is going through your 11th house. So Pisces, with the full moon in Cancer in your 5th house, it speaks of a completion of a foundation, the roots of your being, going through. I feel like you have recognized who's who in your social relationships as it connects also to your bloodline and what you have to do in regards to that. So that way you can connect to your creativity, Pisces, especially if you're an artist, Pisces rising. So this is going to be a beautiful time for you when it comes to your creativity. A lot of you are going to be receiving epiphanies as of yesterday because you have Mercury, Cazimi, and ideally enough, 3 Kings days also listed on the calendar as the day of an epiphany. Go figure. So, yeah. So that's everybody. Let me grab another card here. Anxiety. You know what anxiety is? It's being blocked from the favor of God. That's what that is. That's what anxiety is. So, speaking of number 37, which has to do with the dew or the deity of moisture, Tefnut, the eyes of Ra, the sun and the moon. This anxiety comes through because of a lack of balance. Because you're too focused on what's coming or the outcome, an attachment to the results rather than being right here. It's the 37th minute right now as we speak. So this anxiety for some of you is definitely connected to that with this heart chakra. Things haven't been moving according to your ego's timing. But in divine timing, once it arrives, it's going to seem like perfection, down to the point that when it does arrive, you will tell yourself, I will do this all over again because it got me to this point. See what I'm saying? So, complicated humans, I tell you. Let's fuck with y'all. Look at that sacrifice. Once you realize you're your own savior, like the lotus rising up from the mud, cleansing itself, voila. You know, check out them last 2 videos. Welcome to see what that energy is about. So let's see what we got going on here. Tell us more about this. So we got the Lovers. There hasn't been movement forward. There has to be a cleanse of the heart chakra and a lot of anxiety that's been going around. Just be here right now. Be here right now. Because the storm already passed too. So there are things that are happening behind the scenes that, because they're happening behind the scenes and you can't physically see them, this could be causing that anxiety. But enjoy the process. Switch your energy, switch your dial, switch the frequency to enjoying the process and take it off of why is it not happening yet, or why hasn't it happened yet? You know, what's the current situation here? That was a strength card that went in and out. The strength card went in and out because the sun card is here. But look what's beside it, though. It's exactly what I just said, as a matter of fact. There's a lot that's going on behind the scenes because it hasn't shown itself, and you're going by your ego's timing. It's causing all of this confusion. So much so, you start to create a delusional aspect of your reality. But let's see why this is here, though. Well, could be about matters where you were left out in the cold. Again, what is not with you right now is because it's not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Certain things may not even be so much no, this it just may be it's not the moment for it. Why isn't it the moment for it? What must be done? You gotta rest. Put something to rest here. What's this throwing it in? Uh-huh. Could be a Virgo. We have the Knight of Pentacles, or this could be, if this has something to do with work, I feel like some of you are putting more energy into your work rather than yourself. Okay. They can easily hire somebody else if you're not feeling well. Just keep that in mind. That place or that job will always be there unless there's some natural disaster that wipes it off the map. I don't know. But listen, get some rest. Get some rest. Some of you really want to, make it a self-care day. Take your baths. 414 once again. Let's look at that. 414. Because we got a honk in part 1 at 414, and 414 is connected to the oak. Okay. But let me look at the gematria. Let me look further. Exit. That's the first thing on the list. You'll be happier than you expect to be for some of you. It's something you're holding on to because you're worried. (414) also says behind the scenes. Then you have sonic booms. Eighth dimension, God's blessings. That's the dew energy, DEW. So if you're seeing the number 37, that's a reminder that you're being washed from the process of regeneration. Okay. What else? Speaking of being washed, this could also be King of Cups is Scorpio energy. So this is great balance between work, logic, and emotion. But this could also have to do with a Scorpio energy in your presence that's causing this confusion, because the Seven of Cups is here. And Seven of Cups is also connected to Venus and Scorpio. And I feel like what's closing out with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords is where you're receiving your information, or the way you process information once you receive it. Because each time you receive new tools to help you along your journey, it causes a great change. But how does this change truly make you feel? And I feel like with this full moon in Cancer, all of that you may have swept under the rug is rising to the surface in 4411. And this is what I'm saying. This is what you're going to want to address to clear the heart space. So now you're balanced enough so that way that energy from the root of it all can now start to rise, where you're able to speak your truth. And in speaking your truth, you're activating your vision of your mind's eye. Look at that Scorpio energy at the bottom of the deck, 4433. And that honking happened too between 5:15 and 5:16 was 5:16. That's when I peeped it. Some of you worried about something you have to pay for, and I feel like once you release the stress of what it is that you have to pay for, you may get like a discount, or they may get wiped off your account or something of that nature. I'm getting the energy of miracles around You're not you to not do not destroy. Okay. Some of you are writing or songwriters, but you keep wanting to be perfect. Then that's also coming through here to not destroy it, because this is what you feel at the moment, right? Told you. Do not destroy it. There's divine intervention that's taking place here. So release all your worries, release all your worries, whatever it is that you're suffering in silence about, because this is an inner battle that you're having. What is this inner battle? That was the Five of Pentacles. Whatever this is that made you feel like you're left out in the cold, it's time for you to release that. Queen of Pentacles, so you can focus on your work, your business, because you're going from the Five of Pentacles right to the Queen of Pentacles. We have Venus in Aquarius here, which is going to help you take that leap of faith. You taking that leap of faith means you having a conversation that you normally aren't used to having, but with Venus in Aquarius, it's either you have the conversation or you don't. But either way, there's going to be a partnership with people outside of you, social relationships that is going to get resolved because it has to. Fate is on it. Fate is on it. This is the last time. Nine of Wands, Moon and Sagittarius could be significant. Sagittarius energy in general. And in that solution, it could also be a move. It also connects to creative ideas. This could be, let's say you have a creative idea, and there's somebody that you trust that you constantly go to disclose this idea, which you should be holding on to it. When I mean holding on to it, just keeping it to yourself until you plant the seeds and it starts to blossom like a baby. But whoever this is who's being cut out your life if they're the ones who put you in a position to second guess yourself. Because we're in the 7-year cause and effect. This the year to win. Okay? This the year to win. Welcome, Maria. Ooh. You're very magnetic at this time. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Another matching pair once again. So whoever this is that's in between could be a Capricorn, or this could be work, or someone at your job. That because they have confusion in your life, even if you don't know about it, the cause and effect, you're picking up on that as well, especially if you're an empath. Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, they're a page posing as a Queen of Pentacles. Two different realities. This could be an air sign or earth sign. Yes, you got to be very mindful, y'all, about people who are connected to certain paradigms of oppression mentally. Now we got the King of Wands. What's the King of Wands here for? It could be a Leo energy, or this could be you, Leo rising, because you got the full moon going through your 12th house, so you could be realizing who this person is. You may have a moment where you're feeling confused. You know what I'm saying? And feeling confused, numb, is just all kind of shit that's connected to this anxiety. But it's going to step you right into your bliss in Jupiter and Pisces. But Jupiter right now is in Aries. So you can, let's see here. This is going back to the summertime. This is going back to the summertime and the completion of a cycle now. And it's 521, and that's the Eight of Swords. Give me a second. Let's see. Was that 521? Gemini? Sibling? Cousin? Granted, that could also be part of your karmic lesson, to see the matter, but apply forgiveness and move on. Because if you don't, it's going to come back on you. forearm, a cubit, a measure. This could be someone at a distance from you, or now they're at a distance from you. Now they're at a distance from you. This could be someone impatient too. That's also a sign. By midnight tonight, during your sleep or during your dream state, you could be realizing the importance of separating from people who lack patience, because they don't have a spirit, let alone they're not connected to their spirit, let alone have a soul. They got a role in this game of life too. But you're supposed to pay attention to these signs and realize who's who so you can play your part. Some of you probably too focused on what other people are doing or what other people have instead of being focused on what you got to do. This could be vice versa. Now, if it's vice versa, where people are so focused on what you're doing, then you have to decide in that moment to step away from these type of people, especially if you're giving them access to it. This could be somebody that you like always wondering, like, why they keep doing this? Well, you still text them, you still call them, they still have access to you. So who's really the problem? You know? $521 also says hit the nail on the head. One of y'all said that in here too. Cycles, St. Paul, a nanny. Some of you had a nanny and her name, you don't like hearing her name because it's connected to somebody that you can't stand. But you got the Ace of Cups here, okay? This wish that's coming in. Once you take a moment to really expand on what you truly believe in, not what you're told to believe in. You see? You get that extra cup, 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, masculine, feminine, inner child. What else? Two of Pentacles. What is this juggle? Where to set boundaries? Where should they set these boundaries? Where should these boundaries be set? Wow, based on your purpose. What brings balance into your life? That's 220. 220, Saturn and Pisces, walk away from what no longer serves you so you can step into your purpose. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Some of you are amazing givers. You're very wise, knowledgeable, social, but this is why you got certain people that want to be around you, because you attract a certain crowd. They don't even want to be around you for who you are, the loving person. No, they're more focused on who you can attract. They got to go. On some real shit. Checkmate. They got to go. It's time for you to clear out the heart. All this anxiety you're having is because you're around people who don't know themselves. You know what I'm saying? You're moving past this heartbreak in terms of romance too. This has been manifested. Just know whatever you want to manifest when it comes to partnerships and the lessons you learned, Saturn and Libra, 3 of Swords, you're about to reap what you've sown. Okay? And for some of you, you could have a family member that you are close to that could be lining you up with someone. That could be a hidden information right there. What's under the moon? Taking you out of the cold here. Wow. 6 of Pentacles, reciprocity. Let me see. You got to be shitting me. It's right there. What's this revelation? Where the boundaries have to be set. Y'all heard this entire message. And you as you heard me go through the message, you know exactly where you have to set those boundaries. Honor what you know. Remember? Honor your inner knowing came out in reverse. Honor what you know. You know now, right? What is this? You know now. Some of you, this is an Aquarius or someone who's really good at manipulating people mentally. Some of you, I'm getting this other vision where some of you allow people of your past still affect you with what they do. That only happens if you have yet to know yourself and what you're worth. No one from your past or anyone you have moved on from should have that effect on you unless you allow them to. You know what I'm saying? So it may not, this may not even be you. This could be people around you. These are other sources of energy that you have to disconnect from, because energy is fluid. Good. Air sign, Gemini. What's this strategy? To expand on what has restricted you, the lessons you learned from that restriction, and go on your own. You know what I'm saying? Go on your own. Look at that. Page of Pentacles. What's this Page of Pentacles? Page of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's gonna be some information that comes in that make you feel like you're stuck in deciding what you have to do. But like I said, you know now. You know now. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There's a message that's coming in, a letter, for sure. Let me see. What is this about? Telling you, let the vibe seduce you, not the words. That's right. That's right. Who's that? Who got in the 7th house? Capricorn. Full moon in Cancer is in your 7th house of partnerships. And then who else? 5th house. Who that? Capricorn rising. This could definitely have something to do with you. Pisces rising. You too. Then we have the Black Horse. The rider with the pair of scales. Do not harm the oil and the wine. Who were the two signs we said? Capricorn and Pisces. That's a very spiritual person. To someone who works with the arts, they know how to, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, but they don't give a fuck about the consequences. Cause and effect. This ain't the year to fuck around. It's not the year to mess around. And it's 529, which is connected to Aldebaran, which speaks of the silver gate, the bringer of souls. Some of you have connection to certain warriors that all you got to do is say their name. All you got to do is ask for assistance, and you'll see. You'll see. That's why I put love out there. You can cross me. Still gonna put love out there, but I'm gonna protect myself. Whatever that means for you, got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So 656 could be significant. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. God sees. Archangel Haziel. You see what I'm saying? The God of mercy. May 1st to May 5th. Forgiveness, reconciliation. So let's say if you decide to reconcile with certain people of your past and they still with the fuckery, continue on your path of forgiveness and let your guides, archangels, guardian angels take care of the rest. Yeah, they around all right, especially deities of the wind, bringing in that change quickly. Some of you are highly connected to Oya. We have love, justice, karma. The color turquoise and yellow could be significant for you right now. We have guardian of light and stars. This is connected to the Sephiroth of Chakma, which connects to wisdom. And then we have Uranus, which speaks of unpredictable awakening. This is also Shango's energy, which speaks of justice, but it's planned out justice. It's not instant. You know what I'm saying? So if especially if you have that type of connection, you really want to be that type of person who you're not waiting to see when people get their karma. Better live your life. Use some more of Lapis Lazuli, Aventurine, and Hematite. Archangel Haziel. And this could be significant for the dates of May 1st to the 5th as to when this has started. which is Taurus energy. The North Node is in Taurus, South Node is in Scorpio, so things are being cleared out to bring in love and justice. Then you have Source, then you have the Royal Star Regulus, which is connected to Raphael, the constellation of Leo. This is the energy of being a born leader, the activation of the crown chakra due to aligning with your passion and leading from the heart, which is why it's important for you to get rid of whatever this anxiety is so you can connect to your heart, which also connects to your wealth, your truth, compassion, and wisdom. Yeah, look at that. Cut the cord right now. Archangel Michael's right here. Then you have lean towards your heart being as light as a feather. Where your mind goes, your frequency evolves. Okay. Then you have etheric essence and etheric alignment. Stay in alignment to your etheric essence, because doing so, the mask of those who are hiding themselves has no choice but to drop, as this is the response with this power, which is also inevitable, because you are one of the lenders. You're not a borrower. 532. You're not a borrower, so this could have something to do with people who you've asked for sincere assistance and they just left you out in the cold on some real shit. But you continue to, keep your faith in the Most High, and like the messages said at the beginning, where those of you who have kept your faith in the Most High, in connection to the Most High that's within you as well, you're going to be praised. You're about to receive the due. You're about to receive your due justice. You know what I'm saying? Because through you, Source was looking at everything that was going on this entire time. So I'm saying, trust in divine's timing. Release all that ego timing. Let the ego take you through experiences so you can gain that observation, which is being able to change things in an instant. Man. Keeps the people going. Let's get these up. Let's see what else we got coming through. It was 532. I'm alert. Bond servant. Wow. Ami, but it's spelled like it's pronounced Amy, but it's Ami. Ami, yeah. Let me see. See what this means. Or the name Amy could be significant too. Once you meet someone of that name, like recently, or within the next week, something in other areas of your life begins to shift. Bobby, but you want to call me Bobby. Yo, he is hilarious. He remind me of my cousin OD. They were the same way. That should be so funny. No, they don't have it by itself. No, I guess not. Okay. No worries. All right, let's move on then. Let's get some more messages here. See what else we got going on. Let's get some more oracles. I'm gonna leave those that we already pulled to the side. Let me show you the upright. Oh, Angel of Love. Right there. Said hi. Yeah, Angel of Love. Around all this hostility, That gives Athena vibes for sure. She's very wise and cunning, like she's a goddess of war. So she know how to handle that. You may want to see where that is in your natal chart, asteroids, because it is going to show you the adjacent possibilities. 24. It could be 24. The number 24, February 4th, could be significant, which would be Aquarius season. This could be when things start to move for you, which is a month from now. You got yin and yang. But you got a balance of divine feminine and masculine within you. 24, 22. Crime alert. Yeah, don't mind me, okay? Okay. 24, 22 speaks of vigorous, lively, having the vigor of life. Yeah. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. That's why I said I'll be here. Yeah, you better balance this shit out, though. What's this? Exactly. Let's go. Let's see. I told you you better get some rest. You better get some blood clot rest. You hear me? What's this under here? Ooh, to balance out the heart. Okay, the goddess within the heart space is on the job. So she's on work. My aunt, look at that, Lord Shiva. Well. Okay. Now what? Let's be nosy real quick. Ain't no real quick. What are you rushing to? Where is we going? Man, my tea got cold. I ain't mad, just a form of expression, I guess. Something about that. I ain't mad, just a form of expression. I'm not even gonna lie. If somebody said that to me, I would really ask them what's really the issue then, if that's a form of expression. I had to say that apparently. My tea got cold too. I just jugged it. Tea out here being petty. Who told it to get cold? That's what I want to know. Let's see. Moon tone, overtone. You got the power to empower. Ooh. Commanding person. You bring a lot of this is someone who brings in a lot of attention. You are someone, or you can be connected to someone who attracts a lot of energies. So you being the person that you are, you have to strengthen your auric field constantly. Not constantly, but be on your P's and Q's and shit. And then you got the unknowable rune, which speaks of the empty. Anyway, the empty is the end, and empty is the beginning. The phoenix from the ashes rises from fate. Again, with the word fate. Surrender of control, the spiritual warrior surrendering control. Trust that the universe will make self-change in your ongoing life progress. Okay. 525. Let's look at this. Mantras 108 times could be significant here. 525. Architect, master workman, skilled workman. Taurus, master builder, King of Pentacles. Let's see what else comes out of here. Let's see what comes up out of here. Blue monkey. This is someone who has the power of a magician. They're illusionist. So this could be an artist, or it could be a particular artist that helps you to open up your throat chakra and step into your commanding essence. 511, 525 could be significant. This could happen when you travel. You could be seeing different possibilities to travel or when you travel. I feel like a fated event is you bumping into somebody from the past. This could even be on social media too. It just showed me a That's So Raven moment where you have like this. It's an epiphany. Okay, what is this? The journey is the destination. This rune, Rado. The journey, there goes that R. Decision making followed by immediate action. The moment you make a decision, the action is thereafter. Protection while traveling, access to inner advice and outer compass. Hold up, what's this? Hold up. What would you do? La da 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 da. It's the one and only the rain. Anubis. Or wolf. Being able to howl at the moon. Show me someone with a beard. Oh, the star. And this is speaking of full moon, it's at 16 degrees. And you see the Six of Cups right there. That is something from the past. Or this could be you decluttering, right? And you're able to see something where everything clicks all of a sudden. An epiphany, once again. Child. Something from your childhood pops up, or a particular book. Or the next book you encounter, this could be a book right next to you, a book you may have wanted to read. Read pages 13 to 16. Screw the fuck out of me. It just looks like a fairy tale now. It's 544. That's connected. That gives me eagle vibes. Let me see. 544. I am free from all depths. A dark night rises. Misinformation, bipolar disorder, incubus, tipping point. Clean up on the aisle. That's deja vu for someone. Like if you're in a grocery store and then you hear over the loudspeaker, clean up on aisle, da 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 da. The golden rule, chosen spirit, eczema, Saint Michael the Archangel, Air Force Marathon, rise from ashes, cast out, coming in from the cold, Five of Pentacles. You may have done this as of December 18th. It just started to click for you, where you're just like, no more of this. End of age of Pisces, the end of a certain way of believing. And doing so, here goes this McAfee ad, which has the number 3 and the total protection. So you could be a triple goddess energy. Let me see something. Ad libs be on point. Hey now. Spiritual cleanse. Gematria 1020 1156, which connects to the chosen one. Examine the ancient creator. Holy parents are speaking to you, letting you know it is finished. And then you have the high priest and high priestess again. I don't know what that song was. Can't help you with that. All right. Royal Star Fomalhaut. Fomalhaut. Pronounce that. This Royal Star is at 3 degrees of Pisces. So wherever you have Pisces at 3 degrees, that is a Royal Star energy. It's a highly transformative energy through the arts, music, writing, science, and spirituality. It's in the mouth of the fish in terms of the constellation. And it's also an energy connected to writers, scientists, and creative mental energy. Then we have Proverbs 24:5. Yo, what was 245? We got that already too. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. 245. Jah hears. Okay. Say less. A wise man is strong and is better than the strong man, and the man of knowledge increases and strengthens his power. Realizing I am enough, it says here, to be able to move forward by simply being resourceful. Something about this book, and it connects the dots. There's an epiphany happening with 1613. 548. Michael, 548. Let me look at that. Hold on. Michael, 548. What did I say? What's this? Connected to number 76, 306, and 51. Michael, Amen, name, final. Pig, Michael, Bold, Blake, Mean, MNF, Familia, Michaela, Peak, Acadian. This shit says Dick be healed. That's somebody's name though. And we got ankle. That's the just connect to the feet. You could say Pisces energy. Let's see. I Ching. Let me see what's this then. 48. That's 17. What's the 17th I Ching? Hold on. Where is it? The 17th I Ching, lake above, thunder below, flexibility. In the midst of excess growth, growth and persistence produces progress. The enlightened person adapts and leads the way from darkness to comfort. I hear that. Yo, dang it. 548. Let me see. Faith, support, sure and certain of financial support of a covenant. See, stop worrying. Stop worrying. Stop worrying about it. Like ancestors in the building tonight. Yeah, boy. Let's see what else. Let me see. Ooh, which one is this? Signals. Follow the signals. Receiving messages, signals, gifts, holy knowledge. There are no coincidences. Be attentive and aware of the wise one, aligning with the positive and the negative. Moon tone 7, resonant. As far as your galactic signature, you could be a moon tone of a resonant, which you have the power to channel through inspiration and the essence of attunement. What's today's? What's today's? Yellow spectral human. Influence, wisdom, free will, affirmation. I dissolve in order to influence, releasing wisdom. I seal the process of free will. Some of y'all, you haven't been with somebody in a while. This is what just, you haven't been with someone for a while, but you can sense a beautiful partnership coming through, and it is. It really is. 5:51 right now. Yep, two becoming one, and just went to two, but could be three. In terms of you, the person, and a child. So it says, I dissolve in order to influence, releasing wisdom. I seal the process of free will. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by my own power doubled. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I love to see it. But let me see what that was about. What was that energy about? Let me get the whispers of love. Let me see what they saying to you right now that it came through like that. Oh, true love. It's gonna come in quick because that card just sped along the road there. Like attracts like. Is that what it say? Yeah, it do. If you long for more love, be more loving. It's giving person reading, and you jumped there where you supposed to, honey. You heard. You okay? So you see how it said, if you want more love, be more loving. As you're wanting more love, call on Archangel Michael, because this could be the time where people test you to get you out of that essence. You know what I'm saying? So handle yours. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what you want. Be in that energy. What are you saying to the collective? Are you coming out quick here? I told you. Union of hearts. A love connection defies explanation. 28, number 10. We've been picking up on number 37, which is also a 10. And this could have to do, once you come to the conclusion of what has to be grounded. This is your lifetime, I heard, to experience a love that defies explanation and a love of a lifetime. What's at the bottom? Listen with your heart. Toma. It was just 122.44. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. See? Do what you love. Go back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. 3. Let's see. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. 12. Another 3. And embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. And this is for those other emotions as well that are not connected to love, that put you in the space of feeling left out in the cold. Let them rise up, handle it, and release it. Because if you just thug it out and be like, no, write it out, scream it out, record yourself expressing yourself about the person as if you're talking to them, especially if this is someone that hurt you and they keep coming back and then you just, whatever. Everybody got different situations, you know what I'm saying? Then we got 40. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. So you could also be seeing your divine counterpart in your dream state. And this is also them letting you know. We have a love connection that defies explanation. Go back to what you love, reevaluate your desires, have faith in this situation, and allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. So that way when you dream, you see all that is possible. Because if you're seeing it in a dream state, doesn't matter how literal or metaphorical it'll be, it's something you can see. I'm alert. Alrighty. Alright, let's continue. What else? Ashe. It's so direct. It feels so clear. Warrior of light. Joan of Arc. Archangel Michael. Eternal life. Told you. Divine intervention. 1 to 5 days. And there goes Archangel Michael again, or anybody that's connected to the Avenging League of the Destroyers. That could also be Shiva. So let's get some tarot cards. Here. What's this? What is this? Show me this energy right here. This divine intervention of eternal life. Warrior of light. This could be someone who's also connected to Archangel Michael. Could be you, divine feminine. Okay, so Sirius and Pallas coming in here. What is this coming in? What is she looking at? What can you see? Where's the light coming from? Ooh, King of Swords. Or the number 30 is coming from your sensuality. This is big Isis vibes now. So let's grab an Isis card. Look. There you go. Marriage. Another 3. Right here. And the 3 was go back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. At the bottom here, we have Naga Pearl. This could be someone who has a connection to all worlds, specifically the underworld. But let's see. Excuse me. I had to put that the right way. Where's your message for the collective regarding divine intervention, 1 to 5 days? What this feminine can see. The tulips. Sensuality. Soul retrieval. There's that. Deep soul healing with the goddess. Speaking of Naga Pearl. Wow. Under that, you got clear out the foundation of all beliefs that no longer serve you and re-energize your soul in accordance to the heart as light as a feather. Maybe even lighter. Let's see. Soul retrieval. Well, Penny, where you been? Oh, got a little message on here. From 2021, July 21st, full moon in Aquarius. Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power, as well as the opening of gifts and soul abilities you did not know you had. Yes, that's I love that. Master healer and goddess of deep soul restoration, the Lady Isis now guides you to make peace with the past and reclaim the lost pieces of your own soul. The time has come for you to take yourself entirely into your own possession, especially if you are, who is that? Second house, Gemini rising. This is definitely you right now. Okay. Isis now guides you to make peace with the past and reclaim the lost pieces of your own soul, as well as Sagittarius rising, 8th house. The time has come for you to take yourself entirely into your own possession, to call back your soul from trauma in this lifetime and others, to give yourself back to yourself wholly and completely. In doing so, your life will flourish, infused with greater energy into a beautiful new expression. Isis calls the soul back into wholeness again. Her passion, determination, and unfailing love for her beloved Osiris restored him from a dismembered, distorted, and fractured self into a whole divine masculine being once more. Also feeling like this is a healing of sensual healing here too. The soul retrieval indeed. Sexuality restored. The oracle of soul retrieval guides you to forgive and reclaim your own power and energy in totality now. Let's show you the card. Even if the trapped energy is so unconscious, and that would be you, Leo, with the full moon going through your 12th house. Even if the trapped energy is so unconscious that you do not even know that you are missing part of yourself. Searching for any inner places that feel incomplete or draining is a way to commence the process of soul retrieval. Forgiveness can be a great place to begin the work more consciously. This is hard spiritual work sometimes because we can want to be right or justified in what we feel or perceive, and we don't want to be harmed again by allowing inappropriate behavior. So that's also you, Cancer rising, where you're not allowing, things like flip-floppy situations to no longer enter your space, especially being the nurturer that you are with the Cancerian energy. Let me see what 603 is saying. 603, crying, groaning, lamentation. Okay. So that's what's happening for those of you who may have experienced, going through moments where you have to bring the forgiveness into your life, or, you know what I mean? 603, JC, CJ, Christ Cross, Mackenzie, Euro Millions, we have Jab, times, and half a time, Metamorphosis, Resources, Blackberry. This could be someone you used to be with who still, you moved on from them, but if you had a Blackberry, this could be that person that you still live through certain partnerships based off of the hurt or the way that situation ended. His soulmate. Oh. Draconian starseed. Take me to church. That's what that says. I just have to say it like that. Within the body. Temple within. There we go. Okay. In the action of forgiveness, you are simply reclaiming your energy from the situation, person, or experience so that it is at your disposal instead of being trapped in their energy field. What is most likely to occur is that the person, place, or situation will simply fall away from your life and be released. You will not be opening yourself up to attack. You will be wiser and stronger for your forgiveness and the ability that forgiveness gives you to reclaim your spirit. You will have more energy, and with no further effort, you will actually move on, not just in mind or body, but in spirit. This oracle also indicates you have healing ability, that you are capable of channeling soul energy to help others forgive and reclaim their spirit too. The more you base your work in unconditional love, which is the true nature of the soul, the more powerful your work will become for yourself and for others in service. Your healing gift is quite deep, and if you are interested in working in a healing capacity with others, or wondering if this is the right calling for you, then this card serves as a confirmation for you to now turn that interest, I'm not in that part, turn that interest into your commitment. Especially if you want commitment in your life, you got to be committed to your life purpose so that way you can align with the people that are in alignment to that purpose. You feel me? 134.43. Okay. The Oracle of Soul Retrieval also brings a special message for healers. Sometimes in your deep work with others, your desire to be of service can drain you if you are not carefully cleansing your energy field. If you have pulled this card together with the Pyramid of Light or the Pillar of Light cards, then you are encouraged to do swift and thorough psychic and spiritual cleansing each evening and rising for the next several weeks until you feel more of yourself again. And spiritual cleansing definitely came out earlier too. So, my fellow healers, you heard the vibes. Okay. You will notice the thoughts and feelings of others becoming less intrusive. This is unconditionally loving. Your clients will gain more strength in learning to feed their own energy field rather than feeding off yours, and you will gain more strength in the process too. It can be hard work to change patterns of professional and energetic dependency, but it is worth the effort so that you do not become drained and unable to continue your path as a healer. This is perfect for you seeing where Palace is in your natal chart because she will help you with becoming wiser with your psychic gifts. Okay. So, this guidance applies equally to those that are not formal healers, but tend to attract those seeking guidance and support informally into their lives. The soul retrieval healing with the Lady Isis. It says, create a sacred, what is going on? Pisces energy. Okay, Pisces, fifth house, full moon in Cancer, Pisces rising. Pay attention. Create a sacred, peaceful space where you will not be disturbed. Close your eyes and allow for relaxation and focus your awareness within your heart. Imagine that you can travel within, going deeper and deeper into your heart until you notice that within your heart there is a vast open space. And within that space is a golden grid of light. Say, I call upon the master healers that love me unconditionally, including Isis, that loves me unconditionally, to help me restore my soul now, to call my power back and experience greater wholeness. So be it. Become aware of the magnificent golden winged goddess shining love and peace upon you within your own heart now. Allow her to guide you deep into the golden grid of light. You notice that the grid is vibrant, alive, and filled with love. Occasionally, you notice that a line of the grid is torn or broken or distorted out of alignment with the rest of the grid. Some lines of the grid seem to be pulled out completely, leaking golden energy rather than feeding it back and circulating the light through the grid system. Golden winged Isis is with you now, and she sings with the beautiful voice of sound and light, sending tones of healing into the grid, causing the tears to heal, the pieces missing to be restored, and the threads out of alignment to come back into perfect harmony, reattaching the grid of golden light until it is perfect, alive, throbbing with life force and love. It feels whole, strong, and right for the grid to be this way. Stay in your heart with thanks for this healing, feeling peace and love within you as you say, I now forgive any and all unfinished business which would prevent me from being in perfect soul alignment and experiencing great joy, love, and power within. Through my own free will, with the healing grace of Lady Isis, so be it. I now forgive any and all unfinished business which would prevent me from being in perfect soul alignment and experiencing great joy, love, and power within through my own free will with the healing grace of Lady Isis, so be it. One more time. You can close your eyes as I say it this last time. I now forgive any and all unfinished business which would prevent me from being in perfect soul alignment and experiencing great joy, love, and power within through my own free will With the healing grace of Lady Isis, so be it. When you are ready, just open your eyes. And the incantation for the soul retrieval is, and this is on page 160. Full moon in Cancer is at 16 degrees. Come through, Source. Come through, Isis. Spirit of Isis on the next page. Isis with love, unconditional and strong. Help me rise above right and wrong, to forgive, release, and make myself whole, to retrieve lost pieces of my soul, restore the inner light grid of gold, free me from trauma, new and old. Isis with love, unconditional and strong. Help me be whole now and finally move on. I love y'all. That is your message for this evening. I don't know, it's a little early, so I might come back a little bit later. But yeah, that's your message for now. And I'll see you next time, okay? I see you later. All right, bye.